What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa here for Odd Chopper, bringing you my best bet of the day to round out the week. Friday, October 7th in the sports world. Normally, Friday's not the best day, but that's not today. We got college football on the slate. We're going to dig into these games, a handful of them, break down the lines, and find the pick that we think has the best chance of cashing. If you're looking for that type of content, or you just like what we do here, welcome to Odd Chopper. We hope that you guys support us by hitting that like button. And more importantly, we hope you join the team. Hit that subscribe, join. Check out what we've got going on. You don't want to miss all this content. I really do think you're going to enjoy it. If you watched that game last night from start to finish, take a bow. Last night, the Broncos and the Colts set back society. We knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think it would be that bad. It's hard to get cash in anytime TD for obvious reasons in that game. Sutton did have opportunities. I was actually pretty happy with his workload and his red zone targets, but my God, the Broncos really, really bad. I'm not going to even waste any more time. I'm going to get to DraftKings Sportsbook. You see it on the screen there. I'll talk about them in a little bit. But you know what? Let's just dive into this game. Let's do it. Let's see what we can find. This is, I don't know if it's Broncos-esque, but it might be. Nebraska Cornhuskers around the screen. Minus 105, laying the 3 points, and I am diving in. It was a team that I was high on coming into the season. That was a mistake. They have been maybe the most disappointing team amongst the most disappointing teams in the country, but there's still some hope. All right. They start their season off in Ireland, and they lost to Northwestern as double-digit favorites. It didn't get much better from there. They beat North Dakota, who's an FCS team, barely. Then they lost to Georgia Southern. Scott Frost got fired because of that. Then they played Oklahoma, and they got decimated. They did beat Indiana in their last game, 35-21. That is probably the lone bright spot. We'll talk about some other things that are positives on the macro level, like Casey Thompson, their quarterback, actually having a pretty good year despite all the turmoil. The problem for Nebraska is their defense. They can't really stop anyone. 120th in rushing yards allowed per attempt. Defensively in the secondary, not great, not terrible, but it's just a team that's really, really had trouble getting off the field. They've against inferior competition, they have allowed to move the ball, but offensively, they still have some playmakers. And honestly, the talent on the roster, I think, is pretty good, to be completely honest. So I'm looking at Nebraska. It's been a rough year, but they still have a lot to play for. And they get Rutgers here, who's an interesting team in their own right. Rutgers started the season with a couple close wins. They beat Boston College by 1 point. They beat Wagner by 59 points, Wagner's FCS school, and then they beat Temple by 2. It's gotten worse in recent weeks, but level of competition has come up. They lost to Iowa. They lost by 40 to Ohio State. They're the complete opposite in a lot of regards. They cannot move the ball. Now, they've played some really strong teams and strong defenses, but they cannot move the ball. 5 yards per pass attempt, 124th in the country, 3.7 yards per carry, 85th in the country, 120th in yards per play. It's just bad. It's a bad offense. I don't see it getting a lot better. And this is what's going to hold them back in the majority of games. So we've got two teams that have clear deficiencies. And we look at the line. Nebraska's a 3-point road favorite. This is their first true road game, which isn't a great situation. But if you're going to start on the road, no offense to Rutgers, it's not the worst environment to go into. And the thing about Nebraska, part of it, when I was looking at this, that crossed my mind at least, was where are they at mentally as a team? You know, the season has been lost in a lot of regards. But then I looked, and honestly, not really. I mean, of course, on the national picture, sure. But they are tied. I can't believe this is true, but they are tied for first in the west side of the Big Ten at 1-1. Everyone's 1-1, and Wisconsin's 0-2. So they have a ton to play for, and they easily, I know it seems crazy to think this, they could represent that side. If they rip off some wins here, they have ample opportunity to do just that. And with Casey Thompson, to me, being the best player on the field in some regards, I like their offense more than I think that Rutgers can exploit Nebraska's suspect defense. So as much as this pains me, I am going to lay the 3 points on the road with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I think they're just simply the better team. I think they have more stability than it would seem. And I do expect them to go in and get a road win and win 2 straight here and actually give themselves some life in the Big Ten. It is a competitive spread, though. You see it right there. Only a 3-point spread, a minus 150 on the money line. And that's where I want to talk about. If you're looking for the sure winners, well, normally you can't lay that type of juice. But with this offer on the screen, the bet 5 to win 200, This is where you want to do that. If you're a new user at DraftKings, head over there. Use the link in the description of this video. You deposit $5 and bet it on any money line in any sport. College football is the best sport to do that because there's massive favorites. Bet that $5 on like Alabama. They're not going to lose, obviously. When they win, $200 in your account if that team wins in free bets. It's that simple. Take a big, juicy money line if you're a new user and add $200 to your bankroll. Again, everyone, a great day of college football ahead, and that just gets us ready for the weekend. We have a ton of content on this channel, from parlays to full slate breakdowns to everything in between. But in the meantime, Nebraska Cornhuskers, let's get it done tonight and try to right this ship. For me, for everyone here at Odd Chopper, thanks again for watching. Always appreciate you guys. Let's try to turn this around, make this a winner. College football has been outstanding for us. We hope to keep that run going with Nebraska tonight. Good luck. Enjoy the game, and I'll talk to you guys soon.